Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations, and I'm very pleased to welcome all of you from the Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. In the world of modern hospitality, success isn't just about a beautiful lobby or a comfortable bed. No, it's about something much deeper: commercial synergy. Today, we're going to explore how top hotels orchestrate their teams to create a seamless experience that drives both guest loyalty and, of course, profit. We're looking forward to supporting your professional growth in this industry.
So how do they actually pull this off? Well, here's our game plan. We'll start by looking at a very common problem: the disconnected hotel. Then we'll meet the core commercial trio, the key players who absolutely need to work together. After that, we'll break down the 3 pillars that make this integration possible, see how it all comes together in the guest's journey, and finally, we'll explore the kind of collaborative culture that makes it all stick. Okay, let's dive right in. The biggest hurdle for so many hotels today isn't a lack of talent or resources. It's a lack of connection between their own teams. We're talking about the problem of departments working in silos, a structure that just doesn't work in our fast-paced digital world. Just think about it from a guest's point of view for a second. Imagine they see a special offer on social media, but when they click through to the website, the price is totally different. Or a corporate client gets a quote from sales that doesn't line up with the hotel's current availability. These disconnects don't just cause confusion, they actively hurt the hotel's chances of turning interest into actual profitable bookings. The contrast couldn't be clearer. On one side, you've got the chaos of siloed efforts. It's fragmented, inconsistent, confusing, and it leads to all sorts of missed revenue. But on the other side, an integrated strategy delivers a single, unified message. And that coherence? That's what builds the kind of guest trust that ultimately drives profitability. It's a no-brainer, right?
So, who are the key players we need to get in sync? Let's meet the core commercial trio. I really like to think of them as an orchestra. Each section is brilliant on its own, but the real magic only happens when they're all playing together, following the exact same sheet of music.
First up, we've got marketing. Think of them as your first violin section. Their job is to create that beautiful melody that captures everyone's attention. They craft the story of the hotel, they run the campaigns that put you on the map, and they make sure you're visible everywhere, from Google to Instagram, attracting that wide audience of potential guests. Next is sales. This is the powerful brass section of our orchestra. They are the relationship builders. They're the ones working directly with those high-value clients, the corporate accounts, the event planners, the key travel partners, to secure big blocks of business and cultivate the kind of loyalty that really forms the backbone of a hotel's revenue. And finally, we have revenue management. This is the conductor of our orchestra. This team is the analytical brain of the operation, constantly digging into market data, what competitors are doing, and booking trends. They're the ones setting the tempo and the dynamics, getting the right price at the right time to maximize profitability for every single room in the hotel. All right, so now that we know the players, how do we actually get them to create that beautiful music together? Let's move on to the blueprint for synergy, the 3 essential pillars of integration. This is the practical, hands-on framework for making it all happen.
The whole foundation of this strategy is built on 3 really simple but incredibly powerful pillars. It all starts with everyone aiming for the same target: shared goals. Then you make sure everyone is working from the same map by using shared data. And finally, you need constant, open communication to keep everybody perfectly in sync.
Let's break down that first pillar a bit. It sounds obvious, but it's so important. The marketing team can't just be measured on how many clicks their campaign gets. They need to know which customer segments revenue management is trying to attract. Sales can't just chase volume. They have to be aware of the overall pricing strategy. When everyone, and I mean everyone, knows their work drives both revenue and guest happiness, their actions just naturally start to align.
Pillar 2 is all about data. But look, it's not just about collecting it, it's about connecting it. When data from your booking engine, your CRM, and your marketing platforms is all shared in one place, a complete picture starts to emerge. Suddenly, marketing can see which campaigns are bringing in high-value guests. Revenue can pinpoint the most profitable groups. And sales? They can target their efforts with almost surgical precision. All that guesswork gets replaced by a smart, data-driven strategy.
And the third pillar, open communication, is really the glue that holds everything together. The market can change in an instant, right? A new trend pops up, a competitor launches a surprise promotion. Without regular structured meetings between these teams, the hotel is always playing catch-up,
always one step behind. With open communication, they can adapt their strategy together immediately and turn those market shifts into huge opportunities.
So, what does this all actually feel like for the most important person in this entire equation, the guest? Well, when these pillars are firmly in place, they create a totally seamless, unified guest journey, from the very first click right through to a happy checkout.
Let's just walk through a typical journey. It might start with a targeted ad that marketing created. The guest clicks it and lands on the website, where they find clear, consistent pricing. That's revenues work shining through. Maybe they're a corporate traveler, so they book a special rate that was negotiated by the sales team. See? Every single touch point is aligned. This seamless process isn't just about convenience. It's about building this deep, unshakable trust and confidence in your brand.
And that right there is the ultimate payoff. All of this hard work leads to one cohesive brand. Whether a guest is looking at an Instagram post, reading a sales proposal, or seeing a price on a booking site, the message is always the same. The promises are consistent. The identity is strong. This is what transforms a hotel from just a place to stay into a brand people genuinely trust and come back to time and time again. Now, it's really tempting to think that technology can solve all of this for us. You know, that if you just buy the right software, integration will magically happen. But the truth is, it's way more complex than that. The final, and maybe most important, piece of the puzzle is about people. It's all about building a collaborative culture.
This quote really says it all, doesn't it? You can have the best data dashboards and communication platforms in the entire world, but if your team still have those isolated, siloed mindsets, those systems are basically useless. The real, lasting change has to happen at a human level.
And that kind of change always starts at the top. True integration is driven by leaders who actively champion a culture of transparency, where data and ideas are shared freely. A culture of mutual respect, where the expertise of each department is truly valued. And most importantly, a culture where success isn't measured by individual department wins, but by the shared success of the entire hotel.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. Marketing, sales, and revenue. They are your orchestra. The market provides the audience. As a future leader in this incredible industry, the baton is in your hands. So, how will you conduct your commercial symphony?